It's that season again. It took a Lionheart to win the Hollywood Futurity. We'll write a Hollywood story and give P-Val the starring role. Plus, send Volbrov off with a Hong Kong farewell and preview a holiday weekend at Santa Anita. It's time to unwrap the presents next on Long John Silver's Wire to Wire.
Long John Silver's Wire to Wire, presented by Citgo.
Glad you're with us. Jeff Metters along with Randy Moss. Happy holidays. And we start at Hollywood Park where they had the $380,000 Hollywood Futurity. Lionheart undefeated. Too late in the year to maybe make a case for some postseason honors?
Probably too late to win champion 2-year-old, although he will get some votes after the race we're getting ready to show you. A lot of people have already made up their minds. Some people have already, I think, sent their ballots in by the time the Hollywood Futurity is run. But all eyes were on Lionheart Saturday. The Hollywood Futurity, mile and a 16th, his first start around 2 turns. He was a 1-2 favorite, and he went right to the lead.
They're up. St. Averill broke running. St. Fleet ducked inward. It cost him 3 lengths. Lionheart right into the bit early. St. Averill and Lionheart hook up at the clubhouse turn. St. Fleet up into 3rd. Then That's an Outrage, and the early trailer is Quiet Cash. It's Lionheart to the backstretch, and now he struts his stuff, and Lionheart opens up. St. Averill concedes the lead to the big favorite Lionheart as they turn into the backstretch. St. Averill tracks in 2nd. He's 2 lengths behind the front runner. St. Fleet races in 3rd. He's got 4 to come. Then it's 3 lengths further back to That's an Outrage. Quiet Cash is at the back of the pack as they head up the backstretch in the 23rd running of the Hollywood Futurity. Absolutely no excuses today for Lionheart. He is uncontested up front at the 4.5. He leads by 3 lengths. St. Averill content to sit in 2nd. That's an Outrage. Makes an early move. He comes through at the rail, and here's Gary Stevens, and That's an Outrage. Now, both he and St. Averill are only a length behind Lionheart going into the far turn. St. Fleet is 4th, but closer. He's 3 from the front. Quiet Cash at the back of the Futurity field. There's 3 furlongs left to run. Lionheart continues to dictate terms. He's a tight length in front of That's an Outrage in 2nd. St. Averill still in with a chance. He's put to a full-out drive by Tyler Bays. Quiet Cash is drawn within 5 of the lead. St. Fleet drops out of it, and they run to the top of the stretch. Lionheart is still in charge. It is Lionheart to the final furlong. He leads by 2 lengths. St. Averill is set down for the drive. That's an Outrage at the rail. Quiet Cash is next, and Lionheart comes to the final 16th, and the Lion roars! It is Lionheart opening up. He's 5 in front. St. Averill is 2nd. Could this be the crowning of a champion? Lionheart, yes!
Lionheart is trained by Patrick Biancone. It was his first start around 2 turns. It was a grade 1 win. He's now 3 for 3. He's a son of Tail of the Cat. That's not the cat in the hat. Mike Smith was on board for this win.
A Tail of the Cat was a sprinter, and that's one of the interesting things about Lionheart, because on the female side of his pedigree, he gets a lot of stamina. We don't really know yet how far he wants to run. Will he be a 1.25 mile type horse? Only time will tell. Another interesting thing, he was fast enough early this year to sell for $1.4 million at a February 2-year-olds in training sale. Biancone, one of our favorite guys, decided that because the horse is kind of spindly, slightly built, that he might wait until later in the year before he really cranked up Lionheart to give him a chance to mature. And it turns out to be the right decision. You see, he wins here very easily. Biancone will keep this horse in California. His plan, of course, is the Kentucky Derby. To get to the Derby, he wants to run him in the Santa Anita Derby. And to get to the Santa Anita Derby, he's going to pick out right now his plan, 1 prep race. So we'd have 2 preps for Lionheart going into the Derby, and that'll be another issue as we go on down the road. But clearly a very impressive horse.
All right, let's take a look at the Bally's winner book in terms of giving you some action on the Kentucky Derby. He has some horses in there at 10 to 1. Birdstone, you liked him back in the summer. He's at 15 to 1, but it's still very early.
Yeah, but you see how impressive Lionheart was in that race. Bally's dropped him all the way to co-favorite along with Euro Silver, trained by Nick Zito. Tappet, trained by Michael Dickinson. Zito also has the Cliff's Edge and Birdstone on there. You see the filly half bridled, so still wide open looking at the Kentucky Derby 2004.
All right, still to come. Volbrov tries to go out on a winning note in Hong Kong. We have tons of graded stakes action from Sunland Park and a holiday edition of Final Furlongs. We'll be right back. Volbrov went to the starting gate for a final time, and you think he is the best mile-and-a-quarter horse on the planet, and oddly enough, his final race, the classic distance, with Frankie Dettori on.
Yeah, we gave it away last week, of course, that he won. This week we actually have the video. And what's so interesting about this horse ran a gut-wrenching race in the Breeders' Cup Turf to finish third behind High Chaparral and Johar. And then they ship him halfway across the world to run him in Hong Kong. It's a classic example of a situation in which horses can tail off and not run very well, especially after a long campaign. But Volbrov showed his stuff.
And he was looking for Group 1 win number 5 in his career.
And this was the final race in Volbrov's career, shipped off to Japan for stud duty after this, and boy, did he go out with a splash.
Feldbrab and Racky wind up. This is what it's about. Feldbrab sprouts wings at the 150. Away goes a champion. 2 lengths in front. Racky elegant fashion for the liner. What a swan song. Say goodbye to a star. Feldbrab by 2 lengths to Racky elegant fashion third.
And he's a 5-year-old at least for a few more days.
Volbrov. And even though he was a big favorite in this race, there were some good horses behind him. The horse that finished second, Racky, is also one of the best grass horses in the world. So some tough competition in Volbrov's final start. And he goes out in style, and now we'll see some Volbrov babies show up in a few years.
You're just going to have to go a long ways to breed to him. That's a fact. Well, if you think that the holiday weekend would slow down American quarter horse racing, think again. They are in full speed on the fast track. We start at Sunland Park. It's the Fall Quarter Horse Derby, a Grade 2 going 400 yards. Total prize money, nearly $100,000. The favorite was RG Special in Traffic. That was a smart bet.
Racing, Apollo's 10 Bears flew out in front and beginning fairly smartly. RG Special in Traffic, Digit Man also there. Ryan's first down. Ryan's first down goes up to challenge Apollo's 10 Bears to share the lead. Down the centre, RG Special in Traffic making ground between them because she's royal. RG Special in Traffic, SLM Snowman, they grab the lead. RG Special in Traffic, too good.
He had to rally, but RG Special in Traffic, a son of Dashley Traffic, recovered to win by a neck. He's trained by Michael Joyner, co-owned by R.D. Hubbard, who just won the Champion of Champions with the downside last weekend. RG Special in Traffic also won the Casino Cash Derby. He has won more than half of his career starts. Also at Sunland Park, the Lou Wooten Quarter Horse Handicap, a Grade 1, just for fillies and mares going 400 yards. Wagon's Maiden was the favorite. That was also a smart bet. Here's the call.
Racing, Wagon's Maiden stepped out very well, in trouble early. Rabbit's Jet, Red Rhyme matching Wagon's Maiden, and also on their outside, Chicks for Sure. They began very fast, and down the centre making ground is That's a Blazing Chick on the extreme outside, making up headway, but it is on the rail. Wagon's Maiden, Red Rhyme, tackling them, Chicks for Sure, and then Bunker Rubber 2. Wagon's Maiden in front, and Wagon's Maiden on a photo.
Total prize money, the Lou Wooten, $131,000. Wagon's Maiden notches her 9th win. She has now won nearly $400,000. The 4-year-old daughter of Calligrapher was ridden by J.J. Gonzalez. She was a 7-5 favorite and posted a 93 speed index. Also at Sunland Park, the Challenger 6 handicap, a Grade 2 going 870 yards. The 5-horse Totally Houston was the favorite. He was not a good bet. We Will Dance, on the other hand, would have made
Giving
you
room to We Will Dance. Secret Frills tackled by We Will Dance. They got away. Secret Frills on the inside, and We Will Dance, who puts the nose in front, and A Sudden Blaze is third. We Will Dance led, A Sudden Blaze coming back on. We Will Dance led Secret Frills and A Sudden Blaze, and We Will Dance wins. We Will Dance by a length.
Total purse over $130,000. The New Mexico Horse Breeders Association kicked in $50,000. We Will Dance pulled clear to win by a length. The gelding by Megaforce earns nearly $80,000 and posts a 95 speed index. Donna Anderson is the owner and the trainer. And finally, the trials for the Sunland Park Fall Futurity. 9 trials needed to set the 10-horse final. The fastest qualifier did not surface until the 9th trial.
Off they race, away nicely was Country Chicks Man, and very slow was Coastal Warrior. Beginning fast, Sashi near the inside, but drifting across, coming up the rail now, Anacacho and Strawfly 6, and down the outside, Country Chicks Man. And out wider still is Mr. Rebel Express. Over near the inside, though, bursting away, it is Strawfly 6, and Strawfly 6 goes on to win.
Strawfly 6 has now won 3 in a row. Country's Chicks Man finished second and turned out to be the 3rd fastest qualifier. Tad Leggett rode for trainer Ed Hardy. Strawfly 6 is the daughter of Strawfly Special. Speed index was a good one, a 101. Now some other horses that qualified. Sachet in 6 was the second fastest qualifier. It was also ridden by Tad Leggett, trained by Ed Hardy, and will actually started her career with 4 straight wins. Ligigator won the 5th trial and is the 4th fastest qualifier. For information on how you can become an American quarter horse owner, call 1-800-414-RIDE.
G.R. Carter, my man, still doing the backflip dismount. And he stuck it.
He can do it. Seldom does he miss. We have some video of him actually not quite making it. Still to come, lots ahead of us. We'll preview a big weekend. We will be right back on Wire to Wire.
In the news, Kentucky Derby winner Funnyside working well in Florida at a training center, pointing for the Don Handicap at Gulfstream. Cajun beat out of the Malibu. He won the Breeders' Cup Sprint, something about flight connections. That cat ski, and we told you about on Julie Crone. 2 broken ribs out till mid-January or so. Seabiscuit nominated, the movie, for a Golden Globe Award as Best Picture. New Jersey tracks for lease, Monmouth and the Meadowlands. If you got big bucks and you're interested, call the New Jersey Sports and Exposition Authority. Hollywood Park ends its racing season down slightly in average daily attendance and handle. Maryland also struggling with the bottom line. Purse cuts and perhaps reduced dates on the horizon in 04. But positive news, just when you thought it couldn't get any better at Saratoga, 10 new stakes races for 04.
So if you haven't gotten me anything for Christmas, I'll take Monmouth Park.
What about the Meadowlands? You might as well go for both. Out of my budget, totally.
Yeah, I don't have the management skills to do both. NGRA Great Stakes, Hollywood Park has closed their meeting, but Santa Anita opens up on Friday, and it starts with a very good race.
Oh, man, the Malibu, Grade 1, even without Cajun Beat, who's still in the hunt, of course, for champion sprinter. What a great race the Malibu is. Bobby Frankel will have 3 horses, Midas Eyes, Watch 'em Smoky, and Special Rate, but Midas Eyes will probably be the favorite.
And he was second in the Cigar Mile. He'll have some competition, though, from a youngster who's coming off a long layoff. Buddy Gill has not seen action since the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, he was a disappointing 6th in the Kentucky Derby. Before that, he won the Santa Anita Derby and the San Felipe, but Jeff Mullins has targeted this race for Buddy Gill's comeback. What a race this is going to be. You got Eye of the Tiger, Posse making his last start, Tockett, Zapata, and some others in there. 13 were entered for Friday's Grade 1 Malibu.
All right, in the La Brea Handicap at Santa Anita, L.O. Love back in action.
This is sort of Malibu's twin sister. This is for the 3-year-old fillies on Saturday, also at Grade 1, also at 7 furlongs. L.O. Love second in the Breeders' Cup. This staff should be the heavy favorite there.
Time for the Grand Slam 2 down at Calder. We have the La Prevenante and New Economy, the defending champion, back to defend here.
She'll have some competition. Bobby Frankel sending in Lady Annalise. Christophe Clements won this race 4 times. He'll run 2 in there, including Mariinsky. 1.5 miles on the turf Saturday.
Another champ coming back to defend in the Fred Hooper. It's the Judge Says Who.
This was last year's Fred Hooper. Look at the horse in second, the Gray Best of the Rest. In his last 3 starts, the Judge Says Who has lost to Best of the Rest. He will also be in the race for his final career start.
The W.L. McKnight also at Calder. Balto Star in there.
There he is winning the Red Smith in his last start. He'll try to go wire to wire against McCaw, Ketawale, and Bobby Frankel trained continuously.
And back at Santa Anita on Sunday, it will be the San Gabriel.
The old man's still going strong. Redditori, there he is winning the Citation in his last start November 29th. He's an 8, soon-to-be 9-year-old, and still winning big races.
So looking ahead at the weekend, there's a lot of action, even though it's the holiday weekend at Santa Anita. On Friday, it's the Malibu. Big day on Saturday at Santa Anita and at Calder, and then again on Sunday, it is the San Gabriel. The championship at Sunland Park has become a very rich, late-in-the-year payday in American quarter horse racing. They have a great format, big dollars, and it attracts some great horses. Here's a look at the field, and you can keep in mind it is a $400,000 race. They'll go 400 yards. It is a Grade 1, and the final will be on December 27th, and it is a great lineup. Panther Mountain in there, Catch Me in Your Dreams, and it goes all the way down there to Chick Goes Stepping. And let's take a closer look at some of the horses that will vie for the championship at Sunland. Catch Me in Your Dreams has finished no worse than 3rd in every race this year, and that's put him right in the thick of some big races. He was 2nd in the Champion of Champions, as seen here. He was 2nd in the MBNA America Challenge Championship, and he won the Los Al Invitational. Panther Mountain won this race, the MBNA America Central Regional Challenge Championship, then went on to win the big one, the MBNA America Challenge Championship last month. He also won the Grade 1 Los Al Winter Derby early in 2002. He is 12 of 25 lifetime. And if you're looking for a horse that can set a world record and is named after a great wine, that would be Kendall Jackson. In his career, he has set world records at 400 and 440 yards. He's won 4 of 9 this year, and that includes 2 stakes. Was not a factor in the MBNA Challenge last month and was not a factor in this race a year ago. The 5-2 morning line favorite will be Oak Tree Special, who has won 10 of 12 this year, 4 stakes wins, over $560,000 lifetime, won the Texas Class Classic Derby as seen here. And the key here for him is he does not venture too far from Texas, so that may work out in his favor. Now to ESPN.com, it's the Fannies, and if you track thoroughbred racing through most of the year, it's a chance to go online and vote for some of your favorite positions there.
The first of what we hope to be the annual Fans' Choice Awards, the Fannie Awards. They give the fans a chance to weigh in for their opinion, and especially it'll be interesting this year because of all the competitive Eclipse Awards divisions. We'll have Daily Racing Form PPs online at ESPN.com, the finalists in each division, and there are a lot of divisions, including a couple of extra divisions we're going to offer you for voting. We'll have up to 12 finalists in each division. It should be some very interesting voting to see what the fans think about all these contentious races, including Horse of the Year. These are all pretty much what the Eclipse Awards categories show, your older male, your older female, but we've thrown in female sprinter, okay, and also the mile divisions, both dirt and turf. So a little something extra for the fans there. The Fannie Awards, again, Jan 1, go online, ESPN.com. You can vote till Jan 19.
It's kind of like picking the All-Star team, isn't it?
Sort of. I mean, at some point, it's possible that the Eclipse Awards may even factor in fan voting of some kind, so maybe this could be a trial run.
So there you go, and we'll see how your picks pan out against, say, the Eclipse Awards that come up in late January. We're not done. Final furlongs, plus we'll compare the dismounts of Frankie Dettori and G.R. Carter. We'll be right back.
No comparison.
This ESPN2 presentation of Long John Silver's Wire to Wire is brought to you by Long John Silver's. Seafood the way it ought to be. Citgo, we know you. NTRA.com. For official Seabiscuit merchandise, log on to NTRA.com. Equibase.com, your official online source for racing information, from entries to results and everything in between. Equibase.com is a service of Equibase Company, the thoroughbred industry's official database.
Hard to believe that Long John Silver's Wire to Wire is down to its final show of 2003. Next week, we'll have a lot of fun, including the top 10 races of the year. Join us Tuesday, 2 Eastern time. For more, go to ESPN.com. Click on horse racing.
Red Pollard understood that Seabiscuit may have been his last chance in life. And all of a sudden, he became a better jockey, and Seabiscuit became a better horse.
The jockey understood how to ride the horse, the trainer understood the horse, and the owner understood how to promote the horse. And as a team, they go on the wildest ride, maybe in the history of American turf.
If you love the book and love the movie, you have to see Seabiscuit Sports Century. Premieres December 29th, 8 o'clock Eastern time, and there's a lot of rare footage in there, and it is worth watching.
Some new footage they just uncovered a couple of months ago from Charles Howard's home movies, so a very, very must-see there, December 29th.
Got you a little Christmas present. It's not much. It'll keep you in coffee maybe for a week.
Starbucks, you know me.
As we get into
Thank
final
you.
furlongs, we've already seen one Grade 1 from Hollywood Park on the closing weekend. Time for another Grade 1.
And this was the fillies. We saw the Hollywood Futurity. The Hollywood Starlet was on Sunday, mile and a 16th. It featured Victory USA and Hollywood Story, the third and fourth place finishers behind Half Bridled in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. There's Victory USA. She was the 4-5 favorite, trained by Bob Baffert. Pace was out of control as we pick it up.
Hollywood Story has her in her gun sights now, and here comes Hollywood Story. Victory USA is 5 from the front in House of Fortune, Rahi Dolly, but you better take a look at Hollywood Story. And she takes charge and runs away in the Starlet. Rahi Dolly runs her heart out, but she's second best to Patrick Valenzuela. He's a Hollywood Story.
Hollywood Story goes from last to first under P-Val. Big effort for Rahi Dolly, only the second start of her career. You saw a little action at the top of the stretch. Steward's inquiry did not change the final order, which was a good call. Hollywood Story was still a maiden. Owner George Krikorian said, run her in this race. Trainer John Sheriffs wasn't sure. As often happens, the owner won out, and there she is in the winner's circle. She was 0 for 4 before this, but 3 of those losses had been to Half Bridle. Also at Hollywood, Saturday's Dahlia handicap for grass, fillies and mares. Ed Gann's entry of Betty's Wish and Personal Legend, trained by Bobby Frankel, the favorite. Betty's Wish supposed to be the better of the two.
Betty's Wish needs a way through to the inside and Moscow Burning. Then Pose de Colegial and Hope Buzzard is still there. Hope Buzzard to the final furlong. Personal Legend is absolutely flying. Betty's Wish finds a seam between horses, and Cat Dog On makes it 4 to the wire. Here comes Cat Dog On to split horses. Personal Legend, these two. Cat Dog On, Personal Legend, Cat Dog On.
Ridden by Mike Smith, Cat Doggone, photos out personal legend for the second grade 2 of her career. Also last to first, paid $17.80 to win. Betty's Wish did have an excuse. She was bottled up. When she finally got clear, she was dead even with the pace setters, or the comfort behinders, that is. But they had a full head of steam, and she's basically a speed horse, so she couldn't out-kick him at the end. She deserves extra credit there for the next start, though. Watch out next time, Betty's Wish. Now we switch to Aqueduct Saturday's ladies handicap, mile and a quarter on the dirt. In front, that is Saved by the Light, and she will go on to win it. Caught in the Rain, the 5-2 favorite backs up. Queen's Triumph second, retroactive third. Richard Migliori rode the winner there. And trainer Rick Violette, what a last month or so he's had. Read the footnotes, talented 2-year-old, another good 2-year-old, distressed debt. Sunday at Aqueduct, the 6-furlong Gravesend, Shake You Down, spotted some serious weight to the field, but was an odds-on favorite.
A half mile and 45-1. Shake You Down leads 2.5 lengths. Way to the top is second. Black Silk on the outside. Then Gators and Bears and Peeping Tom, followed by Papua. 16th to the finish. Shake You Down, carrying 124 pounds to win the Gravesend handicap by 2.5 lengths.
Won it convincingly, and this wasn't a gimme. There were some decent horses in here. Gators and Bears, Presidential Affair, way to the top. But Shake You Down, just too good. That buyer speed figure there, excellent. This makes 4 graded stakes wins this year for Shake You Down, who, of course, was third in the Breeders' Cup Sprint behind Cajun Beat and Blues the Standard. Mike Luzzy, the winning jockey, Shake You Down's regular rider. We finish up with a couple of ungraded grass stakes from Calder Saturday. First, the Francis Skinner 3-year-old fillies down on the inside. That is Changing World, chased by 3-2 favorite Campsie Fells, far outside Formal Mist. But Changing World, trained by Barkley Tag, was too good, ridden by Joe Bravo. Her first stakes win, $18.80 to win, and set a stakes record of 127 and 3, 127.67 to be specific, for the 7.5 furlongs distance. 3 races later, the Colts, 3-year-old Colts, in the race named for the late journalist and raconteur Pete Axthelm. That is Hear No Evil, 25-1 shot in front, but rallying Magic Mecky, and Magic Mecky, ridden by Abarcoa, runs on past to win his 3rd straight race, trained by Eddie Puisa. He also set a stakes record, 7.5 and 127.41.
Sicko leaderboard, let's talk about P-Val. He sweeps the 5 major Southern California meetings in the jockey standings. Quite an accomplishment.
And what a comeback story. Of course, he lost a lot of time there due to substance abuse difficulties. Back with vengeance this year, and you see the last jockey to sweep all 5 20 years ago, Chris McCarron. Big accomplishment for P-Val.
Well, Frankie Dettori and G.R. Carter are jockeys that get off their horses with style in the win circle. But as Randy Moss kind of got on a kick during the show, who is the best? So we thought we would take a look at those dismounts and actually rate them. And we start with Dettori right there.
Yeah, it's Falbrov. Not much of a degree of difficulty, though. Straight, and he took a hop there. Right there, which is some points deducted. 9.1 for Dettori.
The judges, which would be us, had to deduct. And then G.R. Carter, a little flashier, degree of difficulty, a little harder.
And 9.8, and he stuck the landing. And quarter horses are shorter than thoroughbreds, so that makes G.R. Carter's backflip even more impressive.
That's right. Hey, that's the show. We just want to take a moment and wish you guys the best of holidays this Christmas season, and glad you were with us this year on Long John Silver's Wire to Wire.
Thanks for the present.
Hey, you're welcome.
Yours is in my office downstairs, by the way.
I actually want Monmouth Park, so just put a big bow on it. One more show left this year. It's going to be fun. We'll take a look at the top 10 races of 2003. We'll see you next week.
This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com.
Classic.